No, so let's say she wants to come say hi to us,
Uh-huh,
and you're gonna leave her there and walk towards us.
uh-huh.
All of her drive is gonna wanna be getting, and you can even see, she stayed, but she was like, right? You put the ball behind her,
Okay.
and then you get down here, and you say, and she turns around and the reinforcer's behind her. It's a nice way of balancing where she feels like she wants to go. Because she knows the reward's back there, so even though she wants to come say hi to people, and so when you mark her bowl, then she turns around and gets the bowl rather than being released forward.
Okay.
Quite fun.
Spin. Too much. We're trying, because you can do it. We're doing it very, very well. You ready? You ready? Spin. Now you
She
do it.
focused on other stuff.
Yeah, I don't know flag. Whoops. Now you want to go say hi? I'm asking too much of you. No, but you're going to do it. You're going to do it like a civilized dog. Who's a civilized dog? Are you you're very civilized.
No, let her get away with that.
You're very, very civilized.
A little Ohio silver.
Now you're ready to go over and say hi like a civilized dog? Let's go say hi. Oh, good girl. That's very nice. Oh, very nice.
So one thing that might make that clearer for her
Uh-huh.
is make the cue go say hi less conversational.
Okay.
Because you're using talking to her in a nice way, just like say, hey, you're focusing on me, keep paying attention. But the cue go say hi is a release
And
from
it's a
here, and if you say it in a conversational kind of way, then she could interpret all the other conversations.
It doesn't bring it out for her.
Right, right, so if it was like, good job, you're doing a nice job, blah, blah, talk, go say hi,
Okay.
or whatever you want to
Which,
call it.
yeah, which is interesting because part of what helps me manage her is talking to her more and staying engaged with her.
Right.
But keeping the cues in a separate
Distinct.
language, as it were.
Exactly.
A separate register.
Right, exactly,
I like it.
yeah.
Come here. You want to try this?
So a lot of times, if you continue thinking along those lines, a lot of dogs learn from us, I mean, they believe, but they believe because we've taught them, that good is a release. So if you think, sit, good, and then you walk in the kitchen. So a lot of times dogs think the word good is like you're all done. So a nice way of proofing that is good girl, well done. Like let's say your dog's all the way over there and you're gonna stay, good girl, nice job. Well, that's not a release, and we want her to know that's praise. And the release would be, whatever your release is, all done, okay. So that conversation and these words they think might mean something. Oops, got anal gland stuff? You got anal gland issues, baby? Huh? Oh, was she licking last week because of the grooming?
Because of the group.
Yeah. And they do express their anal glands, the groomers do.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, so, although they do it from the outside, whereas when vets are gonna do it, they'll often do it from the inside. Not to say that a groomer couldn't do it from the inside, but more often they do it from the outside. And it's funny because they'll do it even though the dog might not need it. I had a friend who was a groomer, and it's like just the thing they do before the bath.
I always wondered because, I've never watched her being groomed. She doesn't really like tools and equipment around her face and stuff. But the groomers always say that she's not difficult. So.
Yeah. Well, even, dogs, yeah, I would imagine the buzzing and everything here, they wouldn't like it, but they can handle it.
Yeah, and like for example, she got her Bordetella and that wasn't her shot her nose. Not because she'll bite, because she won't hold still. So it's just to control her.
Yeah.
They
So they put it up her nose instead of squirting it in her mouth. There's a nasal, there's an injection, and then there's an oral.
They nasal
Yeah.
for her. And I wonder if oral.
So maybe she would prefer an oral. Hi, babes.
Yeah, hi. Are you being very good? Now you're just throwing behaviors looking for treats? Okay. And I can talk to you a little bit, but if I say, go say hi.
That's it. That's it.
I'm right
There
back.
you go.
Good job.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Whoops, sorry. Oh, look at that. It's raining treats. I have to get out of my pockets and into my big bag
Oh,
because
right.
the weather's getting warmer.
I know, yeah.
But it's funny because my muscle memory
Yeah.
is now not to reach for my big bag at all. I haven't been using it for quite a while. But so I was working on treats that would be smaller but also easier to see. So-
Yeah, visible.
Yeah, so I've got Frank's but sliced really thin.
Mm.
So she probably won't show them that much. And she can,
Yeah,
if
they
they're
can
big enough,
distinguish
she
them
can
on
definitely see.
the blue floor. So first tell me how evening routine's going. Is it continuing to be successful?
Yes, not perfect, but she is settling within 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't undersell it. I mean,
Okay.
I think it's been going incredibly well.
Okay.
So we do the evening routine, we're done with dinner, she's done some training, when she finishes her topple now,
Yeah.
I put the leash on at the same time as I give her the topple.
Okay,
She's-
so it's already on.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
already on when she finishes the topple.
Yep.
And she will usually spend a couple of minutes looking around, but she settles very, very quickly. I mean, she got up last night, she gets up on the couch with you, right? And she sits and watches you for a few minutes. But that's nicer than having her sitting in front of you, just having
Yeah.
her sitting next to you, being petted and stuff. And then she settles very quickly with more scratching and circling than she ever used to do. But almost immediately, to the point where I'm not timing it.
Right.
It's when don't be a pet. I'm not gonna let you get up. Sit. Stay. Okay. She, more scratching and settling, but she almost immediately goes to settle.
And then,
And so now the scratching is maybe for 30 or 40 seconds or a minute, or as opposed to it used to be just like once or twice and bad. So my interpretation is she's gotten the message. She knows what we want her to do. And the scratching and spinning and stuff is because it's still hard for her. But
yeah,
You
you
want to
could
say
say, you could look at it that way. You could also say that it's not completely clear yet. And so that scratching and settling and circling is kind of like a, what's the word? I'm gonna think of it. Like a displacement behavior. And it's displacement because she just spent many months doing a certain routine, and we are asking her to do something else, and so she's just kind of adjusting to it.
But she really does seem to have adjusted. I mean, it's every night she finishes dinner, and do we have 5 minutes of difficulty even? I don't even think we do.
So let's ask about the quality of the difficulty. So what we were trying to get rid of is her standing in front of you guys, which is basically blocking the TV, and a little unsettling because you're trying to relax and there's a dog that's standing there staring at you and you're feeling guilty and should we do something with their dog? So not just that she's blocking the TV, but also this sort of unsettledness.
It was
Makes
the
us feel like we need
unsettledness,
to
yeah.
do something for her. So that was the behavior we wanted to change.
Yeah.
And so the way to change it is, she has this activity to do, she's eating her topple, and when she's done, she's on the leash, bring her over, say, okay, come on over here. So we want her to get the idea that when she's finished her topple, now she should join a human on the couch.
That's mostly what we've been doing, right?
I wonder if we should be doing that a little
Faster.
sooner.
That's
yeah.
what it seems like to me. I mean, if you're getting 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever, to me, that's too many minutes. If we want her to know, I'm finished this topple, maybe get up and stretch, and then go and jump on the couch. Like, we want that to be her routine.
Yeah, I think that's closer to where we are. I'm worried about backsliding because it's sort of stutter steps, but and I think making it clear that that's the routine is.
Right. So the other thing, all right, so pay attention, right, because we've got a discrepancy in terms of timing. So that's easy to settle. But the other thing you can try doing is when you see her finishing that, okay, up here now. So if rather than someone getting up and taking the leash and bringing her over, which we would probably have to do in the beginning, right, because she has no idea. But after she's practiced that a while, you can say, okay, good, let's go, up here, good job. And see if you can kind of voice manage that.
To bring it up.
And if you can't, don't beg for 5 minutes. I mean, if she doesn't say, oh, cool, you're inviting me to sit on the couch, then you just go pick up the leash, up here, and let her know, you know, this is what I was saying, up here, come on, join me, means that I want you to jump on the couch. But yeah, I wouldn't let there be minutes of the original behavior we wanted to change. You guys analyze it in the next couple of nights, like
Okay.
even put a notebook somewhere,
Okay,
you know, and just say like, yeah, whether you had some other behavior. So what I don't get is whether or not it was 5 or 10 minutes of the one we wanted to change, or 5 or 10 minutes of moving around the house and just not settling on the couch. So that's something you guys will determine.
it's a combination.
Yeah, so as soon as she's finished that topple, I would verbally, okay, great, come on up here, and otherwise just get the leash. So is she a warm-seeking dog or a cool-seeking dog? Like, does she like to lie on cool tiles?
Only in the summer.
Okay, so in the summer she's seeking cool, and in the winter she's seeking warmth, like cushy things?
I would say more neutral, the
More
rest of
neutral,
it.
okay. So this is something you want to think about. You want to get her, before it gets hot, you want to get her really far away from the, I don't know what to do to myself, I'm standing in front of the TV. Because she's probably, when it gets hot, not going to want to lie on the couch with you.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
So that would be something that would be after a few minutes. I'd stand on the leash if she's getting some coffee in there. Yeah, she's getting a little happy.
Sometimes when she's excited, she will do that, and she's clear, she's still in like prey mode, I mean, she's.
Yeah,
playing
well,
with
yeah,
something,
but she's working, which is fine.
But she can, I like it that I can, although she doesn't.
Redirect her without having to use management.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so when it gets warm, she's not gonna wanna spend, she might jump on the couch for a few minutes, but then she'll be like, okay, this is really sticky and warm, I wanna go lie somewhere else. So before that happens, we wanna have her so far away from that concept of standing in front of the TV, that when she does pop off the couch, she walks right into the kitchen and lays down on tiles.
yeah.
Right, we wanna, so you've probably got, I mean, by the time it's that warm, who knows nowadays with weather, but maybe a few months, right, before it gets that warm. So I would wanna speed up the concept of, you finish your top, let's get on. Like, while you've got the weather where she's gonna be happy to cuddle with you, make that more desirable than standing there staring at you.
Yeah, I feel like the whole tone of the evening.
Make a video for me, because we've got the original one.
Yeah, it really just, it feels, excuse you, whoops.
But do you both feel that? Because it's important that we have.
I'm not convinced she knows what she's supposed to do.
Okay. Okay. Would you agree that the discomfort by her behavior, her previous behavior is less
Yes.
obvious? Okay, so you're actually both on the same page. It's not that you're disagreeing with each other, it's that you're talking about two different things.
Yeah,
You're talking about the feeling of the evening, and you're talking about her understanding of what's going on. Okay, cool, that makes me feel better. So I was like, wait a minute, you guys disagree with each other? What's really happening in the house?
I think what we're doing is so much nicer. Even if it's not working, it's so much less frustrating
Oh,
than
yeah.
what we were doing before. But I feel like she's starting to settle fairly quickly. And
Yeah.
the times, we've seen a little bit of that behavior when we're watching TV at other times, once in a while.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she can get that when she stands, and she's not gonna necessarily get that she's blocking your view. In fact, I doubt that's where she would take that, but she can get that when you guys are sitting here and looking there, she should not be standing there. Not because you wanna watch the TV and she's blocking it, that I think is gonna be beyond, but that's just not a place she should be at that time. Yeah, so she can get that, but when that happens, if you're watching TV at some other time, you've got to jump right in there, put her on a leash, call her up, put her on the couch, so that when you guys, it's not that hard to teach her, that when you guys, you're there, you're here, you're looking there, nothing's happening, and she should be here, or there, or if it's really summer, hot, she can go over there, but that is not a place she should be. Yeah. But in order to get that, okay, think of it this way. We need to be clear, so just like the sending her out to go say hi with conversational voice versus go say hi, if we let there be this time lag and let there be this I don't really know what to do thing and then we help her out, we're actually making it harder for her in the long run. Right? Because so we want her to say, finish your top, we'll go here. Not a lot different than teaching a dog where they're going to eat their snack, right? Dogs going, instead of jumping all around the kitchen because food's being prepared, they go lie down where their bowl shows up, right? Because they just know, I mean, every time this is what happens. So that's the same kind of training. So there's no cue involved, we're just creating this routine. And to get her to understand the routine, we have to be a bit more consequent, right? Like, say, oh, here, good, finish the top already, now you're gonna lie down here, and I'm gonna cuddle you. So the only possible thing I would see that would be confusing for her is where you bring her, right? Because you said sometimes she'll get on the ottoman that you
Yeah.
would sit on?
Yeah, although we can make it a routine you're in the same place, we can just always have her come sit
I would
next to
for
you.
now, and then
Yeah.
once she gets it, I'd let her choose where to go.
Yeah.
Yes, so I would just say, here, this is where you're gonna be, because then that's the difference, is if you're not there, you're here. And once she's no longer going there, then she can sit with you, she can sit on the other couch, or she could go lie on the tiles. Yeah, cool.
She's, it's been an interesting, just kind of a stutter step week for us. I think
Yeah.
we're changing a bunch of things at home because we are using gates and trying to manage her because we're gonna have a whole bunch of people and dogs in the house
Right.
next week. So we just, and including I call them the triples, the two
Those are the
dachshunds.
ones that,
Yeah, we need we need to manage their separation.
yeah,
And so some of the routines and some of the things we do around the house are changing, not a huge amount, but I feel like there are some days where she's wonderful and other days like, I mean, she almost came blowing through a